Have you always been financially independent?
I have always worked. I have raised 2 children. I was lucky enough early on to find something that I loved doing and was very successful at. And to me, this is the key, you know, because if you love it and you're being rewarded for it, you have less of an incentive, you know, you don't want to give it up. But I was so grateful because I wrote this book out of just a feeling of tremendous concern about the fact that I knew women's lives were going off the rails. But right before it got published, you know, journalism has sort of been imploding for the last few years, and I'm a journalist, and my children's father is a journalist, and he lost several jobs in a row, and suddenly I found myself sort of living out the premise of my book.
How ironic.
I don't know, it was very strange. It was life imitating art.
Yeah, do you feel like you were better prepared because you had written this book about exactly that?
Yeah, absolutely, and we were both so grateful that I was able to sustain the family until he got back on his feet. And it made me so frustrated because a lot of women had this attitude, oh, well, you know, this will never happen to me, my husband, you know, my husband and I love each other, we'll never get divorced, he'll never lose his job, he'll never get sick, and, you know, sort of want to shake them by the lapels and say life is full of a lot of unexpected challenges of one sort or another.
You know, I feel very strongly that this kind of mentality that the woman is supposed... I don't let my daughter read Disney books, right? I'm very anti that. And if I read her stories, fairy tales, it's where the female is the protagonist.
Well, the problem with all the Disney, it's
and earns her own living.
It's all Prince Charming. It's all the man is going to come in and basically save you. And the trouble is that's where the story ends. And I think that that has a very insidious effect on women as they're growing up, girls, because it makes them think the end of the story is you find Mr. Right and then he takes care of you.
And by the way, what's wrong with me that the story isn't continuing?
Right.
But actually, it's nothing that's wrong with you. It's just that isn't the story.
That isn't the story. That's not a life, you know?